Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Friends, in this video I'm going to tell you how can you make a timer to control your electrical appliance, so that once you switch on your appliance, then after the preset time it will be automatically switched off. No need to make it off manually. So let's get started. So what you need to do, set the timer first and switch on the electrical appliance. Now I have a pan. So set the timer, okay, and switch on the electrical appliance. After the preset time, the time what you have set in your timer, after that time appliance will be switched off automatically. So no need to keep watching the time and switch off it manually. So all tasks will be done automatically. The your appliance will be switched off automatically. So for this application, I'm going to use a timer from Select. The part code of the timer is 800 SQA. So this is its connection diagram. So here you can see A1 and A2. So these two terminals A1 and A2 are being used for powering up this timer. So there are two options. You can power it up with 230 volt AC and 24 volt DC. But in this application I'm going to use only 230 volt AC because I will be powering up my appliance with this voltage. So but I will tell you powering up options in detail. So I'm going to use 230 volt, so I will use only A1 and A2. Okay, if you want to use 24 volts, then you can use pin number 25, means terminal 25 and A2. So A2 is common for 230 volt AC and 24 volt DC. And there are three other terminals, 15, 16, 18. We are going to use these, and 26 and 28 we will not be using them. So terminal 15, this one, this is common. So I think you know the internal diagram of a relay. So in relay normally there are three terminals. If I talk about one pole relay, so you can find there are three terminals. So one will be common and another will be NO, normally open and normally close. So normally open and normally close, I think you already know about these nomenclature, normally open and normally close. So in our application, we will use common and NO, means pin number 15 and pin number 18. Okay, we will not be using pin number, terminal number 16. So we are going to use only 5 terminals, A1, A2, 8, 18 and 15, 4 terminals. Okay. So this is the connection diagram of 800 SQA timer from Select. Okay. So for time setting, there are two modes I will be telling you further in this video. So but at present I will be using interval function. So you see this right now, its knob, timer setting knob is on 5. So what is the value of 5? It depends on the setting, which setting you select on the dip switches. So this is the circuit diagram for our application. As I told you earlier that we will be using 4 terminals of this timer. One is A1 and A2. So these are for powering up this timer, A1 and A2. Okay, and 15 and 18 are our NO connection, means relay connection. You can say it is a relay NO connection. So you see this black wire, for reference you just consider it as neutral. So this neutral is coming to A2 directly, there is no switch, and this itself is going to the load. So in our case, for demonstration I am using a bulb. Okay. So this neutral wire is going directly to the load. And now we come to this phase wire. Phase wire, you see I'm not giving this phase wire to A1 directly, right? I'm not connecting this 230 volt phase wire to A1 directly. Rather, I'm using a push button. So what will this push button do? So this button will be used to start our timer. Okay. So how will it work? How will it work? Let me draw a drawing. My drawing is not good, but for demonstration, I think it will help. So you might be thinking that there are two switches, but here I am talking about only one switch. So this is our push button PB to start the timer, right? And what is another? What is this another switch? This another switch is this NO and common relay contact. Okay, so this NO contact, this and this one are basically a switch, electromechanical switch. So this switch and this push button switch both are in parallel. So what happens when I press this push button? So this timer is switched on. As soon as this timer is switched on, this relay, common and NO, this relay is also switched on. So in this case, this is this is pressed, okay, and this is switched on internally. So in this condition, if I release this push button, if I release this push button, still this switch, this timer is powered on because this contact is still on, closed, okay, and this contact will remain closed until the end of the timer value. What in our case is 5 seconds. So basically, after uh, with the help of pushing of this push button, we are latching this timer for the time which is we have set on this timer with the help of this dial. You see, there might be some difficulty to understand for some users, but if you see this video 2 or 3 times, I think after that you will be getting what I want to convey to you. Right. So as soon as this timer is powered up, you see this A1 230 volt is also going to the load. So this load will be switched on and it will remain on until this timer ends. This timer value ends. As soon as this timer value ends, this NO connection is this NO connection becomes open because we have released the push button. So power supply going to the timer will be cut. So timer will be off. So again, if we want to start our load or this timer, we need to press this push button, and this cycle will be going on. So friends, if you have any doubt or any confusion with this connection and working of this circuit, so please you can comment in the comment box, and I will definitely try to make you understand. Or there is more confusion, so in that case I will try to make another separate video in detail for these connections. However, these connections are easy, but maybe for some users there can be some confusion. So no issue. I will try my best to make you understand. So this is the circuit diagram. You can say connection diagram. Very easy. So in the circuit you can see I am using only two component, two parts. One is push button and another is our timer, main timer. Okay, and the third is this is load. So this load can be different. In our case, this is bulb. In your case, this can be some different load. This can be this can be some charger, phone charger. Suppose you have put your phone on charging for 1 hour. So after 1 hour, your charger will be off automatically. There is no need to switch off your phone charger manually. So this circuit can be useful in such use cases. So this is the circuit, and this is the setting of timer. So this is the scale, and this is the time range, second or minute, and this is the mode. There are two modes: on delay and interval. So we are using interval mode. And this is the physical picture of the dip switch. So there are four switches, one and two for the scale, which scale you want to make your dial, and the three switch is for second or minute. What is the unit of the dial, second or minute? And the fourth is for selecting the mode, which mode you are going to use on delay and interval. I hope you have understood all the things. So in our case, a light will be, there is a note, since it is analog, so there may be some time error, because there is no digital system we are using. We are the knob we are using, that is analog. So there can be some variation, means this is not perfect 5 seconds. There can be some difference of some few milliseconds. Okay, so this is acceptable. So now let's check our circuit physically and practically. How does it work? Let's go.